Hi everybody and welcome back to our lessons on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and today we're going to be looking at lesson 3. This little activity here for you, 10 questions, all of your answers begin with the letter C. There's questions on Macbeth, Inspector Calls, poetry and just some language focused questions as well. Just to boost our vocabulary, our word for today is abhorrent. It's a really good adjective for meaning to inspire disgust and loathing, and some synonyms at the bottom there. You've got detestable, loathsome and repugnant. So see if you can work one of those into your answers today. So your next little challenge is a picture-based one in order to recall a bit of contextual knowledge. So thinking about what you did on lesson 1, what are these two images of London reminding you about what life was like? And then there's a little challenge at the bottom as well to just push your thinking a little bit further. So focusing on chapter 1, what we're going to think about is how Stevenson's using his language, and in particular we've got the technique of juxtaposition and contrast, and there's a couple of questions on the bottom here to really just start to get you thinking about how he's using these techniques in chapter 1. And then what we're going to do is we're going to focus on his depiction of the setting. Okay, so if we're looking at contrast, the first thing I want you to do is have a look at this paragraph here that's focused on the busy street. Can you find all the positive adjectives and positive imagery? There's some lovely little similes and things in here that make this street in particular seem as though it is somewhere pleasant, somewhere ideal, somewhere perfect. And then ideally in a different colour. Can you look to see if you can find anything that makes it seem as though there's some contrast in here, that there's a little bit of foreshadowing that maybe this perfection isn't quite right? And still using that colour that you've used to start to pick up contrast, look at this paragraph focused on the court for me and find all of the negatives this time. So this is where they're about to describe where this door is that the character of Hyde comes in and out of. What can you find that really makes it seem as though this is a negative place? And then using your positive and negative colours again, just look at this little paragraph here about the building and the door. Can you find me the things that Stevenson is using that are contrasts? But also will you look at why he might be suggesting that there are no windows on this first floor of this building? Have a little think about why he would want to emphasise that and what that could be symbolic of in Victorian society. And if you really want to push yourself, think about the way that this door could actually fit in with Freudian theory and the idea of the subconscious mind. Okay, and to finish you off, just have a little look at this paragraph spoken by Enfield when Mr. Utterson's asked him if he can describe what Mr. Hyde looks like. Have a little look at why he might not be able to describe him. Have a little think about how Hyde really fits with that setting description that you've been looking at, and tomorrow we will have a little look in more detail at Hyde's character. Now if you want to make a little paragraph of the things that you've found, thinking about the contrasts of the building in relation to its setting in London, and have a little think about why he would do that. Now, if you want to email me those paragraphs, I'm very happy to receive them, and I will email you back with praise and also any amendments should they need it. Okay, I will see you, well, I won't see you, but you will hear from me tomorrow, and we'll have a little look at chapter 2 and also at the character of Hyde. Make sure you're keeping safe, people. Bye-bye.